Now moving our focus to one nation, one election debate. And the central government has set up a panel to explore the possibility of one nation, one election, which will be headed by former President Ram Nath Kovind. Now the committee will examine and recommend specific amendments to the Constitution, the Representation of the People's Act, and any other laws and rules which would require amendments for the purpose of holding simultaneous elections. Now the 8 members of committee formed by the government includes Home Minister Amit Shah, Leader of Opposition in the Lok Sabha Adhir Ranjan Chowdhury, Democratic Progressive Azad Party's President Ghulam Nabi Azad are also among others. Now the inclusion of Ghulam Nabi Azad has not really gone down well with the Congress, and Congress has hit out at the BJP, saying that instead of appointing Rajya Sabha's current leader of opposition, the government has appointed a former leader of opposition. Congress further attacked, saying that BJP is excluding fierce opponents, and asked the centre why Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge has been excluded.
ये कोई नया बात नहीं है, वो इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं किया। कांग्रेस का गवर्नमेंट का ताकत नहीं था, मोदी जी का ताकत है, वो इम्प्लीमेंट करने जा रहा है, इम्प्लीमेंट होना चाहिए। इसमें थाउजेंड्स ऑफ करोड़ देश का सेव होगा उस काम में, और भी हॉस्पिटल, और भी सड़क, और भी रोजगार, और भी नया एयरपोर्ट, नया सी पोर्ट बनेगा, और भी राजमार्ग बनेगा। बहुत बहुत रुपया इसमें आपका सेव होगा, एक नंबर। और दूसरा नंबर है, हर चुनाव में एमसीसी लगता है, वो चुनाव का 3 महीने पहले, चुनाव का 3 महीना बाद, 1 साल पूरा चला जाता है, ब्यूरोक्रेट काम नहीं करता है। इसलिए ये सही वक्त पर सही कदम।
देखिए, ये पॉलिसी बहुत पहले बन जानी चाहिए थी, लेकिन जो कांग्रेस की सरकार थी या जो भी सरकारें बनी, इस पे चर्चा करके लोग छोड़ देते थे। ये हो जाने पर जो देश का धन अलग अलग चुनाव होने पर जो खर्च होता है, वो धन की बचत होगी, वो विकास के लिए लगाए जाएंगे। और पता लगता है कि कभी इस स्टेट का चुनाव तो कभी उस स्टेट का चुनाव तो कभी उस स्टेट का चुनाव, तो देश का धन जो है नाजायज खर्च होता है।
अखिलेश यादव बार बार
वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन एक नोबल आइडिया है। इसको लेकर पूरे देश में खुशी की लहर है। हर कोई चाहता है कि ये जो चुनाव है वो पूरे देश में बार बार होते हैं, उससे डेवलपमेंट रुकता है, मॉडल कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट लग जाता है, नेता व्यस्त रहते हैं, लॉन्ग टर्म प्लान नहीं बन पाता है। तो एक साथ चुनाव हो, ये तो सबके लिए अच्छा है। और चुनाव कब हो नहीं हो, इससे विपक्षी को क्या फर्क पड़ रहा है। कई विपक्षी दल के लोग भी कह रहे हैं कि वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन के वो पक्ष में है। तो इसमें पहले जब नेहरू जी के वक्त में होता था वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन।
Well, this breaking input is yet again on one nation, one election controversy. Well, Congress MP Adhir Ranjan Chowdhury has declined the invitation to be a part of the 8-member committee constituted by the centre to examine one nation, one election. Now, he writes a letter to the Union Home Minister Amit Shah declining and subjecting speculations. This is the letter out there. We are opening out for you. Let's read it out for you. He says, I have no hesitation whatsoever in declining to serve on the committee whose terms of references have been prepared in a manner to guarantee its conclusion. Now, it is, I am afraid, a total eyewash, and I have no hesitation in whatsoever declining to serve the committee. Moreover, the sudden attempt, he says, to thrust a constitutionally suspect, pragmatically non-feasible and logically unimplementable idea on the nation. Now, let's quickly move towards listening to a reaction on this story.
छलावा है, लोगों को गुमराह करने का जुमला है, क्योंकि इंडिया गठबंधन से डरे हुए हैं। महंगाई का तोड़ है नहीं, बेरोजगारी का तोड़ है नहीं। चाइना के द्वारा जो जमीन हड़प लिया गया है उसके ऊपर कुछ बोल नहीं पा रहे हैं और लगातार हार हो रही है। तो प्रमुख मुद्दों से भटकाने के लिए यह कार्य किया है और अधीर रंजन जी ने जो अस्वीकार किया है 8 सदस्यीय कमेटी से, उसका हम स्वागत करते हैं। और रामनाथ कोविंद जी को ढाल बनाया जा रहा है, क्योंकि एक तो दलित हैं और एक तरह से संविधान को खत्म करने की कयावत है।
Well, joining me in the broadcast is my colleague Payal. A very good morning, Payal. Well, currently the one nation, one election controversy is just brewing up. And recently the Congress MP Adhir Ranjan Chowdhury has refused to be a part of the committee. What more details are we gathering on this as the leader has completely opposed the debate?
Well, this has been a raging topic over the last few days with the fact that the government announced its intent to form a committee, the committee chaired by former President of India, Ram Nath Kovind. Now, not very surprisingly, Adhir Ranjan Chowdhury has decided not to serve on this committee, and he has put out his reason. He said that the outcome of this committee is already known, which is going to be in a certain favor. Adhir Ranjan Chowdhury alleges that the government is trying to thrust upon the people certain things which are part of their agenda and which is not largely in consonance with what the country really wants as well. So that is the reason why he said that he can't be a part of this committee. So it's a very interesting development that you have seen, because obviously Adhir Ranjan Chowdhury, being the leader of the Congress party, which is the single largest party in the Lok Sabha, was invited to be part of this committee. The opposition parties have also been moving on the fact that they did not get representatives, even though India is a democratic country. And if you're talking about, altering the process of election, you're talking about it impacting every political party and every individual. So why is it that that's not really happened? So obviously this battle will rage on. Even though the government maintains that they have in fact put out a balanced committee, it has the leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha, it has a former leader of opposition in Ghulam Nabi Azad from the Rajya Sabha, and also officials and legal eagles as part of it as well. But it is going to be quite a controversy to watch out for in the coming few days as we build up to the special session of Parliament. If at all the government will make any mention of this 131 election during that session and will want a discussion on that, that remains to be seen what the opposition will really do. But for now, it seems that the opposition is very upset because they feel that because the India alliance is coming together, the government of the day is feeling rattled and the BJP is feeling rattled.
All right. Payal, help us understand that Adhir Ranjan Chowdhury in his letter has clearly mentioned that the terms of reference have been prepared in such a manner that the conclusion is confirmed and that simultaneous elections are likely going to just happen. But how is the committee panel that is being formed by the centre going to address these issues and concerns?
Well, Adhir Ranjan Chowdhury obviously is stating what the mind of the opposition is. The opposition feels that the government has already made up its mind, and the government has constantly done this, bamboozle bills and throttle bill down people's throats, and basically passed it because of the numbers that they really had. Having said that, this committee will have a mandate to look into various things. Now, remember, it's not just one political party or the government that can be deciding on this bill. This bill needs to have wider consultation with various stakeholders. Even state governments are stakeholders as far as that is concerned. There also has to be a detailed finding out as to see as to what are the logistical challenges. Because remember, when you have one country, one election, it means all the elections happen together. Do we have the manpower in place? Do we have the kind of VVPATs or probably voting machines that need to be procured? Is that in place? So all of these things have to be looked into. Because you are looking at electoral reforms, and these reforms are here to stay. It's not for one election or two elections as well. So that is something which is very, very important to watch out for. Also, is the government in a tearing hurry? Is the government going to give the committee enough time to look into these deliberations? That also remains to be seen, because you're looking at the month of September right now, and by the month of February you can expect that the model code of conduct is present for the Lok Sabha election. So is it too early to sort of ask all the elections to happen together, or is this a long drawn process, or is this something that India wants to prepare itself for the future? That also remains to be seen, but it depends on what the outcome of these meetings will be. Because after these meetings, this committee will have to submit its report, and I'm sure the report has to be adopted by Parliament.